I know this video is gonna get people are gonna be mad at me.
I get really nervous when you look off camera like that, Kwaku. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Midnight Mormons. I am your host, Cardon Ellis, with Brad Witbeck and Kwaku L. And we're just going to tackle a very difficult topic for a tough pill for many to swallow. But facts. Cats are not kids. Pets do not count as children. The Pope apparently agrees with me, okay, stating that these are not children. And I'm waiting around for the first president of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints that gets up in conference and commands people in the name of God to have children. And then I'll know that they are on par with Brigham Young and Joseph Smith.
Cardon.
Where do I go wrong, Brad?
Have you been listening to conference at all for the past 20 years? They say this all the time.
They wimp out and they say, oh, multiply and replenish the earth is a blessing. They're constantly saying X is a blessing, but they don't say, you need to go do this. We are failing at this. All they do is rip on the dudes during priesthood for porn and gambling, but they never say, go make babies.
You're really going to ignore the part in Doctrine and Covenants where it says a slothful servant is the one that needs to be commanded in all things. I don't think they need to tell us go and have children in order for us to get it.
Why are we giving kudos to the Pope? Anyway, first of all, the Pope sucks. Can I just
What?
No.
Oh,
that
he's
guy?
my Argentine boy. I served in the Pope's area. We're like this. We used to get together.
Rose-colored glasses towards the Pope, okay?
First of all, I don't like the guy, okay? And everyone's like, oh, he's so great. The guy who was like, you were doing, the priests were the children and touching the children. Well, instead of bringing them to jail, I'm just going to move them around to different parts of the world.
No, that's
the
before
Pope is Super
Pope
Mario.
Francis.
Yes,
that was John Paul.
Second.
No, that was Francis too.
Francis did the same thing.
Oh no, did he?
Yeah.
No, this is not a good guy.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, he's so cool and progressive. I don't care if he should be progressing into a prison cell because he was protecting pedos, okay? Sorry. And you know what? I'm waiting for Chris Hansen to show up to Vatican Square and be like, have a seat.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. I have these chat logs. No, I'm sorry. I do not like the Pope. I don't care. I'm down with the dude who runs the whatever, the knockoff Catholics. What are they?
What?
The Eastern
The
Orthodox?
Eastern Orthodox?
Yeah, I'm fine with the Eastern
Knockoff
Orthodox. You know what I'm saying? They're like the Target and Walmart. Even, but they're kind of. So
they're the classy.
I'm cool with them. They don't have any. But dude, no, I don't. I'm sorry. I'm not one of these Christians who's like, I just have so much respect for the Catholic Church. So sorry, no. I know you want to talk, Brad. I know, but you don't.
I am not.
No longer. Sorry. Once you have the mass of children, your church isn't true. I don't care.
I'm not going to sit here and say Catholics are all horrible people.
Well, Catholics with a little C, the Catholic Church with a little C, we have a lot of respectable Christians that are, come on, the guy that's in The Chosen, Jesus in The Chosen is a Catholic guy who's running a good meditation
I'm talking about
app.
the capital C.
I know.
The weird leaders.
Here's the real reason I think
Look,
that
we're
the
trying
Pope
to
is
be
saying
more
this.
specific in the show and like Brad, where we don't just...
I just want to say real quick to the audience, I'm playing the role of the jerk. I just want you guys to know. Everyone's like, Kwaku's so combative. It's my guy. I'm the combative guy in the show.
I don't know
in
if
real
it's
life,
playing a
I'm a lot
role.
more light.
And in real life, I'm such a jerk. I just got stuck with the nice guy role here. But guys, okay, my real thing, I think the Pope is doing this not because he really wants other people having kids. It's because he wants all those people to stop buying all the pets. He is trying to get all the cats for himself. He is celibate. He's childless.
Let's be serious, Brad. Actually, dude, I'm telling you, man.
Kwaku, you don't
wonder why the Pope wants more kids around. Look. Whatever. Oh, you think I went too far? Don't you think the priests went too far?
Oh my gosh.
That's a Bill Burr joke, and you know what? It's still funny, even if someone else says it. Sorry, no. Why are we still making excuses for this organization after what they've done?
Because, I'm not making excuses for them. I'm trying to analyze what he said, so I'm going to pull it up.
This is a point we might agree on.
Yeah, this is
that we should not have pets taking place with children. I think I agree with him on that.
I'm just like, that's the guy who's going to say more kids. No, sorry. Look, I'm freaking down if Mr. Mosby from The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, who everybody universally loves, is like, have more kids. Okay, Mr. Mosby. Hey, would you want to have more children in Vatican Square? No, I don't. No, I don't. What? No, you get away from them, okay?
Mr. Mosby's awesome.
Okay, so I hate doing this. I hate looking up things on the fly, but you always force me to look up things on the fly. And what do you know? Here's the pictures
Everyone
of
loves
Mr.
Mr.
Mosby. I don't recognize him.
It was after your time.
Yeah,
Oh,
Sweet
it was
Life of
before
Zack
your
and
time.
Cody.
After my time.
Way
Ooh,
after, yeah, it was after your
savage, Kwaku.
So,
you call me a
no,
boomer dog?
If Mr.
No.
Mosby was sitting there like scolding you into having more kids, it would work.
Yeah.
Just imagine him being disappointed in you. For
Okay,
not
well
having kids.
let's analyze what His Holiness has to say. Okay. You know what I'm saying? What is that? What is that?
His Holiness.
Okay,
It's his
the
title.
Vicar of Christ. He's got like 17 titles, man. Didn't you watch Angels and Demons?
You know what his title should be?
oh,
Inmate
no.
number 56321. That's
Oh
what
my
it should
God.
be.
You didn't even get the number. Oh yeah, I
Whatever.
guess you're not directly quoting Les Mis.
No, because Jean Valjean's a good guy.
Yeah.
Here's what I'm saying. I'm saying this guy's like, oh, it's so cute. Stop having pets, but you should have kids. Oh, the Pope doesn't want me to have a dachshund. He wants me to have a... No, I'm sorry. I don't care what you... Why do we not galvanize as a society immediately and go, no. You're not allowed to say anything else, Pope, until you directly address via World Conference what the hell is going on with the kids and why you defended these...
Well,
you guys ever see the interview on YouTube of
so
George...
Kwaku, if you check Twitter and look at people's reactions to what the Pope is saying, that's the majority of what they're saying. And I think it's a reasonable criticism to be like, hey, yeah, let's address all of these other things that happen. But
it's
also,
true.
let's not ignore that he said something right. We shouldn't have pets replacing children. Like, just because he's the Pope, we shouldn't.
But when he says it, it's weird. That's what I'm saying. When he's the guy, that's like me being like, "Hey guys, we should definitely be more diverse. I would love to have more tan blonde chicks with big butts like that." You know what I'm saying? It's like, wait a minute, Quickie. You can't be the one because that's your dating history. You can't be the one to suggest that being there. You know, it's like how about this, Cardon?
Yeah.
No, I'm not. That's too far.
No,
But the
say it. Well, oh gosh.
we'll just have to edit
Look,
it
I
out.
was gonna say it, but now I'm like a little bit nervous.
No,
I got
I
my
won't say it, I
pad
won't say
ready,
it.
dude.
Because if
I
you're
wa-
ready to self-censor,
Look,
what
I
is
want
it
to make
that's
clear,
about to be said?
and look, I know we're gonna get some Catholic comment just gonna be like, "What if we made fun of the Mormon prophet?" You already do. So like, why are you like whatever?
I love how you also
You have
turned
a
into like
musical.
Goodfellas there. You already do. You know?
the Jersey
I had a
accent.
cough coming and I like stopped it, but for some reason, like the force of the cough went into the D. I'm sorry. Also, you like I whatever. I'm just sorry. This is such a big topic, and it's like that's the worst thing you can do. Jesus literally says it's better for a millstone to be tied around your neck and you drown in the depth of the sea than you harm
Okay.
one of the little ones.
So
when your church is responsible for the mass of children for over hundreds of years and thousands of children that your priests and leadership and you just move them around and don't directly address it and you don't use your Vatican powers to actually these people who've done this, I think you're a wicked person, and I'm not gonna bow down and be like, "Oh, you're a nice guy." No, F the Pope. Sorry.
Okay, wow.
So now that we have that out,
So
And F Prince Andrew too, hanging out with Epstein and Maxwell at the Queen's cabin. You little creep. You
Oh my
freaking
gosh.
penguin-looking mother effer. I don't like you. You're horrible. Oh no, sorry. It's 2022. I'm done with it. I'm done pretending these are not the worst people.
okay.
You want to talk about a Yorkie and a freaking Garfield? Oh, you don't have cat. Look, I like PetSmart. I'm down to talk about if you want to fish, but you know what? You shouldn't have. You shouldn't be fishing for kids. And this guy is such a bad dude. I'm sorry. Also, can we talk about the Vatican Assembly Hall that looks like a snake? No? All right.
Wait, what?
Look
How
that up.
do- Vatican Assembly
You
Hall
want to put
that
it in the
looks like a
Discord? I'm
snake?
doing it right now. I'm doing it right now because you want me to use this app, this video game nerd app. All right, I'm putting it in.
It's video game nerd.
okay. So as you're pulling that up, back to the topic at hand.
Okay.
I think the Pope's right. We need to not have pets.
Well, let's
replacing
see
kids.
what he said. Let's see what he said really fast, just so
Yeah.
that everybody here is in the same know as us. Because I think he brought some wise. I'm trying to be a little bit more charitable to the Pope here. And when he comes up with words of wisdom, I want to highlight those words of wisdom as exactly what they are, words of wisdom. And he said that this is according to The Week and CNN. Pope Francis said that choosing pets over kids, quote, takes away our humanity, and couples that do it are selfish. And he said, quote, we see that people do not want to have children or just want to have one and no more. And many couples do not want to have them because they, basically they want to go traveling a bunch instead. And he went on to say that the childlessness is leading to the demographic decline of Western nations. And that, quote, when people have few or no children, this is where it gets crazy, that, quote, civilization becomes aged and without humanity, and the homeland suffers. Multiple times he specifically mentions humanity suffering, and then even predicts such marriages will end in old age, solitude, bitterness, and loneliness.
Coming from the guy who's not married, right? Great. So first, let's talk about.
Yes, you're not the only
what
person
does this guy
that
want?
pointed
Because he's
that
trying to.
out,
He wants
okay?
people to convert to Catholicism. Okay, that's what they want. They have They have their idea of the Great Commission too. He wants people to become Catholic, and then where are they supposed to bring their kids? Oh, Catholic school,
gosh,
right?
Man,
this guy wants to feel. I'm sorry. When it's you saying it, it makes me feel weird.
okay. Let's just assume that Russell M. Nelson, the true Pope,
Yes,
said this. Okay.
that's
No,
fine.
it's-
That's
Then
fine.
I'm on board.
I'm fine with more little soccer players at Heritage Academy. That's cute. You know what's not cute? Locking children in a priest office and them.
That's true. Yeah.
Okay, you bring up a good point, and I think you've driven this point home quite successfully.
You know who else drove it home?
oh
George
boy.
Pell, when he was
Oh
debating
my
Richard
gosh.
Dawkins on YouTube. And everyone's like, Richard Dawkins got his butt kicked by Cardinal George Pell. Okay, yeah, Cardinal George Pell did a good job arguing for religion. And then, you know what happened after on that debate with millions of views?
What?
It came out that George Pell was a pedophile.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah, piece of crap. He's dead now, but whatever.
Oh, that's so sad.
May he burn in hell. And then
my
also, what? I'm sorry. It's not like I don't care. Look it up. Look
No.
it up. Also, why is Pope Paul VI Assembly Hall look this creepy? I put the picture in the thing. Look it up.
Oh, you brought, okay.
Look
in
at
the-
it. Click
what
on
did
it.
you call it? In the nerdy game app
Yeah.
meant for, this seems like
Put
it
it up.
might just be, okay, I'm opening the original.
Look at that.
There we go. It might just be, man, of course you give me this tiny picture meant for ants, so I'm going to have to make it bigger. But here it is, so the audience can see it. The assembly hall that, quote, looks like the mouth of a snake. And it kind
The
of does.
face of a snake. I see it.
I see it right there. Now, could that be accidental?
the scales, the eyes, accidental,
The fangs?
The fangs.
accidental.
The fangs are the thing that stands out to me most.
The fangs?
Yeah.
Dude, so you think that was on purpose, Kwaku?
When has the Catholic Church not done crazy shiznit on purpose?
That was super symbolic? Yeah, like the big egg architecture that Michelangelo did around the one.
Yeah. Look, I know. Look, I don't mean to disrespect Catholics because I know Catholics and they're some of the best people and have done a lot for civilization. Great people. But the institution of the Catholic Church, I'm sorry. I know that, I know our church leadership tries to be buddy and nice, and I'm supposed to be like, oh, you're great. No, I'm sorry. I'm done ignoring the freaking bing, 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 bing right over there. Okay, I just, you guys do weird crap. Okay, you do weird. Oh, can we talk about this? Remember when who was it? What country gave King Ferdinand and Queen Isabella 500 African slaves? And then Queen Isabella was like, I don't want them. So she gave them to the Pope, and the Pope literally dispensed them to all of his cardinals.
What?
Yeah, there was a period of
this
history
was
where the
like
Catholic Church
1400s,
literally
right?
had a bunch
but
of
now
black
we're making
people.
a presentist argument that we ask our detractors not to make against us, but
Presentist?
just
What are you
600
ta-
years earlier.
Oh yeah, the 10 Commandments didn't come till after, right? So yeah, so these guys.
How
okay,
am I the one trying to be the most ecumenical? Usually I'm on fire and Brad's trying to calm people down.
Because look, here's
I'm
the
just
thing.
letting you take it this time.
I've got I have so much I give people a pass. I will give you a pass, okay? I think Jehovah's Witnesses are kind of strange. Their history's weird. You never find me online making fun of them. I got no issue with them. I got no issue with the Christian Science people. I got no issue with a lot of people. You can believe and do crazy stuff. You get a pass. there's a couple that don't get a pass from me, okay? And it's this one guy DM'd me, was like, I would like to have a Zoom debate with you. I'm a Roman Catholic, and I would like to debate the Christianity, because the thought of a great apostasy is something that's, you have to be able to prove it. And the whatever Latin phrase he used of the council of whatever. And I said, I don't think your church is true, and I'm basing it off of one thing only, and I could care less about the rest. He was like, well, what is that? I said, you know what it is. Oh. And that was the end.
Oh, man.
It was handled extremely poorly. And a lot of people suffered.
But here's
very
the thing, it's
badly.
not like it was just a couple of years. It's been going on for hundreds of years. Hundreds. What other organization gets away? Michael Jackson didn't get away with it. He built a theme park in his backyard.
Well, and it does call into question the essence of celibacy and how the 12 apostles were obviously married. It's very well known that Simon Peter was a married man. So we're like 5 of the first 12 we know had wives that were mentioned like in the book of Acts and so on and so forth. So it's obviously not a requirement of being a man of the cloth to be single.
And that's one of the things that I'm thinking is like,
I love how this went from
tell people that they should be having more kids. Why not get rid of celibacy? That seems to be a driving cause for some of the things that you're talking about here, Kwaku.
I love how this was me like trying to defy wokest arguments about how they're turning everybody into cat ladies and dog dudes. And now it's become like a referendum on the doctrine of the Catholic Church and celibacy. You know what I'm saying? Like I was simply just
both.
I was trying to awaken people to their awful state or whatever that scripture is. And then like Kwaku comes in guns blazing like a cherubim with a flaming sword.
Look, some 29-year-old feminist vegan living in Seattle with her cat and her poetry. You know what? That's not the end of the world. I will take 100 more of those over any of these priests who've been doing that.
Well, there's not going to be any kids if we don't have that birth rate, and our birth rate is completely tanked. The more intersectional and woke and secular we've gotten,
I agree
not
with you,
having
Kwaku,
children.
But Cardon has a really good point here.
He does.
The fact,
he does.
like, our birth rate dropping the way that it has is really, really, really bad.
In fact, actually, you want to know what the crazy part about was like the 200 million birth rate that dropped when the Catholic Church helped exterminate a lot of the indigenous people that lived here. Remember that birth rate that dropped?
No, that you can't blame smallpox. Okay,
No,
on the
that's not the Catholic Church. What are you
conquistadors.
talking about?
All right.
No. That came way after. I'm talking about the hey, kill those pagans. Remember that? Remember that whole 1,000-year history where we just wiped it, and then they come to our missionaries and they're like, "Well, where's your evidence that there were thousands of people in South America?"
We burned
it was
all.
there until you killed them. Remember that? Remember that?
Look, back to the task at hand. Brad brings up a really good point. Look at this birth rate graph, dude. It is abysmal and is directly correlated with what? What's it directly correlated with? The rise of wokeism is the exact opposite of that blue line.
What year is that?
This first big dip right here.
Yeah, I can't see.
You're looking at, this is 1970. This is 1980. Actually, there was a slight rise in 1990 to 2000. And then boom, now we're just back to tanking and it's lower than it's ever been in our nation's history. I repeat, it's lower than it's ever been in our nation's history. We are not replacing ourselves. Apparently, I've read some studies that say we need to go back to at least 2.3 being is a replacement birth rate, and we're less than 1.7. We're almost one child less per couple that we need to be having in order to replace our birth rate. And that one child is getting taken up by a freaking border collie. All right. It's getting taken up by one of those little wiener schnitzel dogs, or by those people that, you know, think they're cats and their Himalayan manganese or whatever it is somehow equivalent to a human. And if I hear another person say, "My fur babies," you know what I'm saying? When referencing their pets as children, I'm gonna, I don't know, like I'm gonna make them do standards of the birth rate graph, like an elementary school teacher or something. Brad.
Look, something I will say about that. I don't know if I don't like the way the Pope said choosing that is selfish. Choosing pets over children is selfish. But
it is.
I know.
Okay.
But I think that I think the way that it got said made it so that all of the people who like either can't have kids or aren't in a situation where they can and are like trying to figure out how to get there, but then end up getting a pet, feel personally attacked for something that they aren't really like in control of at the moment, right? And they can work on that. It's something to work on, but I don't think that we should like attack people for not having kids.
Oh no, I think as somebody who actually has direct family members who have been very heartbroken when they found out that they couldn't and had to go through the infinitesimally difficult struggle of adopting in our leftist secular society. LA County is literally like the most difficult county to adopt children in. It's horrible. People who live in Utah, Idaho, Arizona, all of that, you have no idea how lucky you are in the sense that if you're not able to have biological children, it is so much easier for you to adopt. I don't think it's easy anywhere, but so much easier than it is here. But anyway, I know people that have gotten the sad news that they haven't been able to when they have wanted to. And I think they would agree that if you can totally do it, you don't know how lucky you are. So, I mean, I don't know if they necessarily feel attacked. I guess that's going to be dependent upon each person. Obviously, that's not what we would want.
We'll see in the comments, right?
Yeah, we'll see in the comments. So,
I
guess we're done here. We've covered a lot. Snake entrances.
Quaker, you had something else to say.
Yeah, what did you have to say, Kwaku?
I look. Here's the thing. Okay, so, I know where this video is gonna get people gonna be mad at me.
I get really nervous when you look off camera like that, Kwaku. It's just
people are gonna be mad at me. I say whatever I want. That's just how it is. I'm sorry. And I could care less really what your religion is. You know, we all have different beliefs. We all have, you know, different biases. But I will not apologize for calling out an institution that is responsible for the mass of children. And I don't know how this is not a bigger deal. How it's not a bigger deal. It's kind of like when people are like, oh, you know, George Bush was just such a
I don't
sweet
think it's
cowboy
not
president.
a big
no,
deal.
No, he was a war criminal. Sorry.
It's been covered ad nauseum.
It has not.
Oh, George Bush being a war criminal has been just as covered as maybe it's because I lived in Los Angeles, but that was like all I listened to for literally 8 years.
Yeah,
straight.
I grew up in Texas where they're like, go get those terrorists. No, actually, this guy, how many innocent Iraqis died because of this guy? You know, you can make a line from Provo to St. George back to back of the amount of dead people from that died in Iraq under Bush alone. That's how many. I mean, look.
And under Obama, it's just they were just killed with drone strikes.
I don't like Obama
boots,
either. This is the thing. This is the issue with Republicans. I bring up some stupid thing that Bush did, like, well, Obama, he put bananas on his peanut butter. Whatever you want to say, it's always like, okay, look, just because the other guy sucked too. When I worked at a Mexican restaurant, I hated both the managers. Okay, just because I hated Juan and I hated Kelly.
No, it's just like, well, why don't you call out Obama first then?
Because Bush was president before.
Call out either. Call out both. I don't care what order.
Before him, it was Clinton. And actually, you know what's crazy about...
Oh, you think I like Clinton? No. I just wanted to rant about pedos. You think I like Clinton?
No, but you talk about war criminals in the past 50 years of post-war America. And what's nuts is, do you know what? Bill Clinton confided in an interview once that he only had one regret as president. And you know what that regret he said was?
What?
He regretted he was never able to be a commander-in-chief over a full-scale war.
Yeah, these people love
it. That's the weirdest thing to say.
I know,
Why would
dude.
you ever say that?
And before
he never got to lead his army into war, which, I mean, I guess from like just like a masculine perspective, like, I am the warrior priest of my people. Like, sure, okay. But like, I don't know if I'd articulate that was like a straight up regret. Like, peacetime is a good thing here.
You mean these people like wars and they like death?
Yeah.
Well, what about Ronald Reagan? You mean Reagan, I'm also going to go say, the guy who was a piece of crap, who was like, all the gays are dying of AIDS, are they? Well, I'm just going to look the other way and let that happen. No, I don't like him either. I don't like him either.
Oh my God.
Anarchy! Anarchy!
We've thoroughly established you can't trust any world leaders. I think we're kind of wrapped up on
Okay,
pets
so
are not
this
equal to kids.
This went completely off the rails.
Yeah.
But let us know where we went wrong in the comments.
You really think I'm going to talk about chihuahuas?
Yeah.
And it's like, well, should you have a border collie or not? How about should you have a file running the Catholic Church or not?
Okay. This is Midnight Mormons. See you later.
Sic semper tyrannis.
What is that? Like legit, what is that?
That's
That's what was said by John Wilkes Booth when he killed
Oh my god.
Abraham Lincoln.
Okay, so I have so much crap to
As
edit
always
in
with
this one.
parents.
You make me edit so much stuff.
That was a good one.